Hello, my name is Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. If you've got emphysema, you really need to listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. This is the first time that I have shared this emphysema information with the public, let alone broadcast it on the internet. So if you or a loved one has got emphysema, then this just might be the untapped resource that you've been looking for. So if you have emphysema, then your suffering is real, but it can be reduced. Now, I've been up close and personal with adults with emphysema for many years, plus my father had emphysema for 21 years before he passed away. So what I'm going to share with you is very real. You'll see for yourself how simple it is to quickly reduce not only your emphysema breathlessness symptoms, but also your coughing, the lousy congestion and terrible feelings of exhaustion that you experience on a daily basis. What I'm going to share with you is 100% proven. It's a way to reduce the symptoms of emphysema fast. Now, Emma Williams, she's the health editor on this website, and has urged me to share with you details of an astonishing yet obvious discovery that I've made about emphysema. One that eases emphysema faster than you thought possible, and in many cases you'll be able to breathe much more easily. So now in plain English, you're going to find out what this remedy is and how it works, and most importantly, how it can help you breathe more easily. Now, if you've got emphysema, you'll know how hard it can be to breathe in and how hard it can be to breathe out. If you don't take enough air in, you don't get enough oxygen. And if you don't breathe out enough air, then you're leaving stale, oxygen-depleted air in your lungs. But you're also leaving in your lungs bacteria, yeast and mould that normally float around in the air that you breathe. Now, these parasites become trapped in your lungs, and then you get bronchitis. Now, having bronchitis is bad enough, but for someone with emphysema who'll then struggle to cough up the phlegm, then bronchitis can feel like you're drowning. Now, sadly, the story gets worse. If you've got emphysema and you get a chest infection or bronchitis, your doctor will prescribe you with antibiotics. Now, these powerful drugs will kill off the parasites in your lungs, usually in about 7 days. But apart from killing off the bacteria and the yeast and the mold that's causing your bronchitis, these powerful drugs also dramatically shock and weaken your immune system. That means that your immune system will no longer be as effective at protecting you from infections. So your bronchitis will probably come back in a month or 2. And not only that, your body will be attacked by fungus. It's one of the side effects of antibiotics. Your mouth gets thrush, your backside gets it, your genitals can be red and itchy, your eyesight can go blurry, your hearing becomes reduced, even under your arms can become red and raw. That is why emphysema sufferers suffer on a regular basis. The antibiotics that are used to treat your chest infection is weakening your immune system, and it's leaving you wide open to future infection. That is why emphysema sufferers often get a chest infection 2 and 3 times a year. It goes away and then it comes back again, it goes away, it comes back again. And so do all the side effects of antibiotics and a severely weakened immune system. Most emphysema sufferers have got to endure this appalling situation. But what if you could kill this bacteria and the yeast and the mold that's causing the chest infection without damaging your immune system? Then that has got to be better. So how do you kill these parasites without toxic and dangerous antibiotics? And in case you're any doubt about the dangers of modern drugs like antibiotics, in a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of deaths caused by conventional medicine, like antibiotics, it's an astounding 784,000 men, women and children per year. That's about 2,200 every day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the main cause of death and injury in the United States. And that's the eminent doctors saying that, not me. So I was desperate to find a way of killing the bacteria that was breeding in your lungs without harming your immune system. I've seen so many people permanently lose their health after taking course after course after course of drugs and antibiotics. And it's tragic and it's so unnecessary. That was why I did my research. You see, human beings with emphysema problems have been around as long as human beings have been around, hundreds of thousands of years. But pharmaceutical companies have been around about 100 years, and they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew about emphysema. So my first research is always to go back into history and see how they did it. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist books, I mean that I've got secret access to some of the best books on the planet. Books that are mostly kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries. I mean, even drug companies, they've got some amazing collection of herbal remedy books that they keep hidden away. But I also look at books that science says are not worth looking at. And these books have been written with people with no medical qualifications, but people who've lived in the wilds of nature all their lives, and they've had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next, because these remedies work. Anyway, it was in one of these research books that I found the clues to an ancient cure for emphysema, or the chest infection. 3 herbs that were said to eradicate chest infection very quickly. Now, I'd heard of these herbs before, and I've used them many times before, but I had no idea that they would have such a powerful antibiotic effect on the lungs of emphysema sufferers. Now, I knew that up till now, most natural remedies for emphysema are nothing more than a mild decongestant with a pleasant smell. And they sometimes help you a little, but they're just not strong enough. They don't work. They're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last about 6 to 12 months, but I had a 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. My research established this. Over 25 years ago, there was a medical student in the UK, and she scientifically tested a whole range of herbs, and she found that these same 3 herbs, under strict laboratory conditions, 100% proven to kill the bacteria, yeast and mould that causes chest infections. And then her research got just shoved away on a dusty university shelf, probably because it wasn't a drug. So I simply came up with a way to get the herbs out of a bottle into your infected chest, and then it was done. I had a unique remedy that did one simple and very crucial function. I discovered a natural organic remedy which killed the bacteria, the yeast and the mould that's causing your chest infection in your lungs, and it killed it on contact in literally just a few seconds. But unlike antibiotics, it doesn't harm your immune system in any way at all, because the remedy is not swallowed like antibiotic pills. Your immune system isn't shocked, it isn't damaged, it isn't weakened. Now, I wanted to test it for longer, but my conscience wouldn't let me, because every single emphysema client with a chest infection said they were delighted with the improvement, sometimes in just a few hours. So the combined effect of these 3 organic herbs at preventing chest infection and bronchitis, it's unstoppable. Now, I've called the remedy Emphysema Support, Doctor, and it's been proven countless times to cure chest infections. And because it addresses the problem that antibiotics and painkillers and inhalers and all the other stuff can't begin to address. You simply inhale a few of the vapours from a bowl of steaming water, and that's it. You'll get simple instructions with the remedy. It takes less than a minute to use, and that's it. No antibiotic pills, no capsules, no decongestants, no steroids, none of these inhalers, but no medication that slaughters your already tired immune system. But I must warn you, this remedy is not for the faint-hearted. This remedy packs a wallop. So, it's not to be used by children and teenagers without supervision. And within a few hours of using it, you will know that your coughing and your spluttering chest problem is going. This is a very convenient and it's an easy to use remedy, which means you don't have to spend your day making expensive and time consuming appointments with your doctors for chest infection antibiotics or discussing your personal problems with people down the drugstore. It's just 3 simple bottles of pleasant smelling herbal liquids. You can keep them in your pocket or in your purse. You can take them with you. But perhaps more importantly, this remedy marks the start of a new life for you, free of chest infection, coughing and phlegm and days and weeks of exhaustion. And not only that, now please really listen to this. If you use Emphysema Support, Doctor, once a week throughout the year, it helps prevent you from getting another chest infection. Can you imagine that? Well, if you've got emphysema, you'll know just how big and how important that is. So the mystery of supporting emphysema chest infection, it's over. If you suffer from emphysema and you're sick of the coughing, there's now a safe, effective and very affordable solution. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Emphysema Support, Doctor, with advertising and fancy packaging and sending it out through a small network of distributors. But I never got the chance. Word quickly spread about the results that I was getting with that remedy. Well, patients started turning up without an appointment. Herbalists were literally turning up here to my practice and literally demanding that I make it for them. But it wasn't so simple. You see, I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stopped chest infections came from the Middle East. Now, in these war-torn, difficult and struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment from the Middle East? Now, to say my ingredient supply is in the lap of the gods, it's a bit of an understatement. However, I've managed it. I've recently got enough ingredients for 3 batches, and I've made each batch by hand myself. I've measured the ingredients, I've weighed them, and I've mixed the ingredients, I've blended them together. So don't worry about that. The Emphysema Support Doctor remedies that I make are of the highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. So if you or a member of your family's got emphysema, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy. It's called Emphysema Support, Doctor, and you get it before the supplies run out and before you begin or even consider getting any more of that toxic medication. Now, I've said before, it's like using Emphysema Support, Doctor. It's like an avalanche of healing, and I've said that for a very good reason. The drops of the Emphysema Support, Doctor flood your lungs with a powerful healing herbs, and it's like experiencing an avalanche of healing inside your lungs. So this remedy really does pack a wallop. Within a few hours of using it, you'll know that your coughing and your chest infection problem is getting better. But you've got to hurry. I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of this Emphysema Support, Doctor to anyone else before. Now, Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists and the other online stores know what we were up to until she had the stock. Well, now Emma's got the stock and it's going faster than we both imagined. So if you mess around or you order late or you're thinking of going away and coming back, you may miss out. And if you've got emphysema, then it would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. The result of using this, that you'll be happier, you'll be cough-free, you'll be healthier again, you'll be refreshed and ready to go. Emphysema Support, Doctor, will have you smiling more because you'll be so much more relaxed and not coughing as much and free from the misery of a chest infection. And that's what this is all about. So have a good look at the testimonials below and see how the remedy has helped other people across the country, men and women, get rid of their coughing and their chest infection very fast. Now, I do understand, maybe you've got a few reservations or a few seeds of doubt, and that's fair enough, because after all, you don't know me, we don't know each other. So let me put your mind at rest. So you can experience Emphysema Support Doctor remedy for yourself, completely risk-free. You can use the remedy to your heart's content for a full 90 days, completely risk-free. You don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself. You've got a complete ironclad 90-day unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. But the clear and simple truth of this remedy is this. See, this remedy, it's a breakthrough in emphysema support. So if it doesn't quickly and easily get rid of your chest infection, or if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, then I insist you send the Emphysema Support Doctor remedy back to Emma, in any condition, and she will personally make sure that you get a fast, full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. There'll be no questions asked and no hassles. And you can even keep the free set of health books as my way of saying thanks for trying the remedy. And you've got my word on that. Okay. So how much will this Emphysema Support Doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment here, plus $170 for the remedy, because it is handmade, it is organic, and I give guarantees. Now, because you don't have an appointment with me, plus we're not using my offices, we're not using my staff, we're not using all the other services, then I've agreed with Emma to give you a 50% discount on the Emphysema Support Doctor. That means you can get your Emphysema Support Doctor remedy for just $87 and $5 shipping. That means you're going to save over $280. And Emma's literally manhandled me to giving you an additional gift of some free bonus health books. Those ebooks are valued at $127, and they're going to the first 100 people who try the Emphysema Support Doctor remedy. Now you can see those book details below, but you can see that they're actually worth more than the cost of the remedy. You know, this is an amazing offer and it's risk-free for you. And I've never done this offer before. $87, it's less than the price of a course of antibiotics, or it's less than the price of a course of steroids. $87, it's certainly less than the price of a visit to your doctor, and none of these people do any guarantees. So order your remedy right now, whilst Emma has still got the stock, and whilst you are still on this page. Simply click the link below. Emma will get the remedy in the post to you today. And you've got to remember, you've nothing to lose, it's risk-free. And if you've got any questions at all about emphysema or the emphysema remedy, any questions, just write to me and I'll be delighted to help you. But I look forward to helping you getting rid of this terrible chest infection and the coughing. I look forward to that. All right. Bye for now.